Hello and welcome to Herzog's Leadership Series. My name is Riley Stapleton, and today I am joined by George Williams, Herzog's Senior Vice President of Assets. George, thank you so much for joining me today.
Welcome.
To start off, I just kind of want to hear the story of your career, kind of from where you started to how you got to where you are now.
Let's see, I've been here 29 years. This year will be start my 30th. I started out in a landfill as a mechanic in Wichita, Kansas. Just one of them weird stories that I used to work on Herzog's equipment when I worked for Bobcat over at the shop, and they always just said, "Why don't you come work for us over here?" And I'm like, I ain't never gonna go work in no damn landfill. Bad enough I gotta work on your stuff here, you know. And I took a 2-week vacation, went over there and said, you know what, I'll try this for a couple of days, see how I like it. And rest is history. I loved it and loved the culture of the company, and it aligned with all my family values and beliefs, and here I am today.
Yeah, nice. So you said 29 years, Herzog?
Yep.
Throughout that time, what do you think has enabled your rise here?
Oh, I think just, Brad always refers to everything as, you know, paying attention to the weeds. And I've always been that guy that I just not only did what they asked me to do. If I seen something that needed something, I just went ahead and did it. I never went up and said, "Hey, you want me to fix this or you want me to do that?" I just did it. And I think Arnold Ship, who technically is my mentor at Herzog, he noticed that quality in me, and you know, and he told me that you're going to go far, and so that's what I attribute to it. I just got a positive attitude, and I look at every day as not a work day, but as like new challenge for me. So yeah,
Kind of that not an I have to, but I get to mentality.
Exactly. Yeah.
Kind of on a similar note, you talked about positive attitude and kind of that initiative. Do you have any other values or beliefs that you think have attributed to your success?
No, I think I just, you know, you do what you're asked to do, you do it well, and I think people recognize that. I recognize it in people that work under me. So yeah, I think that's what really contributes to my success is, you know, just doing what I'm asked, do it well, and then doing things above that I know need to be done.
Yeah. On a more technical side, do you think you have any skills or abilities that have helped you?
Yeah, being a master mechanic, I mean, I definitely have a very good skill set at that. But I think being able to understand people and relate to people, and I'm that guy. I think everybody's family to me. You know, you call me up at midnight because you're broke down on the highway, chances are I'm going to come get you, or I'm going to find somebody if I can't to come get you. You know, I mean, because that's just who I am, and I value everybody in this company as family. So
yeah, that's awesome. In your leadership position now, can you talk to me about some of the challenges you face and how you overcome those?
People. It's to me, it's the biggest challenge that we face as people in today's world. Just getting those people that line up with our culture and our values. You know, that's the biggest challenge, is just, you know, trying to find the right people to do the job that needs to be done.
Absolutely. Can you talk to me about a time in your career that you made a mistake, but you think you really learned from that?
Ooh, man, do you really want to know that one? I've made some mistakes. I mean, you know, I was always that mechanic. I'm the first one to admit I make mistakes. I mean, it happens, right? We're like doctors. We just practice. But Bill Herzog, back in years ago, invented this water truck that pressurized the tank with the exhaust. And they sent it down to a landfill for us to run it around, and I blew that truck up like the first week we had it. And yeah, I got to experience Bill Herzog firsthand at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a definite defining moment. But at the end of the day, his whole thing was, did you learn anything from what happened here? You know, and that's what he really wanted to know, is just, did I learn anything? And, you know, and he appreciated the fact that I played around with it and tried to make it better. But yeah, it was a huge mistake.
Well, it kind of reminds me when I talked to Max Lafferty for this leadership series, he kind of told me that with some of the HSI guys, you can't view some of the things like that as a mistake because you kind of, the first version isn't going to be better than the 10th version. You kind of have to push the limits, test things, make them break, just so you can learn from it.
That's right.
So I think there's just value there, and mistakes aren't just failures; they're learning opportunities.
That's right. No, you're exactly right. We wouldn't be the company we are today if we didn't make some mistakes along the way and learn from those mistakes. So I mean, and I believe that that's a true statement. So.
Yeah. My next question for you is that you've been at Herzog for 29 years. I'm assuming through multiple different positions. Today, in your current position, what is continuing to motivate you to pursue excellence here?
I guess that's, for me, I kind of look at, I look at Herzog, well, I'm different. So I look at it as like maybe we're a pro football team, right? And every year you want to win the Super Bowl. Well, that's me. I don't care what position I have here. They could come to me tomorrow and say, hey, would you go back out in the field, turn wrenches? Yeah, I would. And it would be, I would do it the best that I can do it and be happy about doing it because I want to see this company succeed in the future. I mean, I'm a little, I've got a son that works here, been here 20 some years. I want it to be here for him going down the road, and I want it to be here for everybody else's kids that want to come to work for Herzog. So I don't know, I'm a little weird.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I mean, in sports, they talk about not playing for the name on the back of your jersey, but the name on the front.
Right.
And I think that goes into the we over me mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And I think, you have to have that mentality to have something like a perpetual Herzog. Absolutely.
Yep.
The last question that I have for you is just if someone was watching this video and wanted to be in your shoes one day, what is one piece of advice that you would give them?
Well, first advice is I'm going to tell everybody, and I tell everybody that works under me and for me, patience. Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. I never have asked for a raise in this company. I've never asked to be moved up for a promotion. In fact, when they offered me a vice president job, I turned it down twice. I didn't feel it was for me, didn't want to do it. But today's world, everybody wants to be in my position 3 weeks after we hire them. My only advice is just be patient, and put in the hard work and the dedication, and you'll get noticed. I mean, you don't have to call somebody and say, hey, did you see what I did yesterday? You don't have to do that around Herzog because we're going to notice what you did yesterday, and you'll get rewarded for it if you have the same beliefs, your culture aligns with our culture. Good things are going to come to you as long as you wait.